approximately 1:13 a.m., surveillance footage at the Airbnb revealed a gray sedan arriving to the Airbnb. A few minutes later, Rayshawn exited the Airbnb with a suitcase, put the suitcase in the trunk, and got in the gray sedan which departed. The Airbnb was still rented for another day, and Rayshawn's flight wasn't scheduled to leave until the next day. Both of Big U's phones did not begin reporting location data until 2:15 a.m. At approximately 2:30 a.m., Big U returned to the studio alone in the gray sedan. He was reportedly drenched in sweat. Big U told security that he just came back from the gym. Rayshawn's body was found hours later at approximately 9 a.m.
It's just no way. It's just no way this happened that sloppy. It's just no way. No way.
Deshaun had been shot multiple times, and his body had been dragged and left in a ditch not far from Interstate 15. Big U's phone location data showed that he departed Vegas to return to LA at approximately 10 a.m. At the crime scene, DNA was collected from Rayshawn's ankle area. The DNA
Shout out to the lads. Yo, lad, you clicked the title, you read the page. This shit about to get real serious. First and foremost, I want to say thoughts and prayers to Rayshawn Williams. First and foremost, we got to say thoughts and prayers to Rayshawn Williams, all right? This is a very unfortunate situation. It's not a cool situation. We react to stuff like this to educate ourselves, to see how can we avoid problems, certain things in our neighborhoods that you and I got to face on a day-to-day basis. That's why we watch stuff like this, because you can always learn from any and everything, all right? So, shout out to Hood War Stories. Now, Big U allegedly bodied his artist, then dumped his body in the desert. I have a hard time believing this. That's another reason why I want to watch stuff like this, because it's like, where do you guys get this information from? Like, I looked up the Big U. No funny, like, I watched a few of his interviews. I'm like, yo, for this guy to be like a big homie, people seem like they really like him. They respect him. They go to him for advice. They go to him if they need any type of, they got to check in to go get some shorty, some good food. He just seemed like the man of all answers, I liked him. So to me, this is like, damn, when they say don't meet your heroes, this is what they talking about? Like, what is this? So subscribe for the vibe. Shout out to Hood War Stories. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the murder that launched Operation Drawdown. By now, it's widely known that Big U has had the keys to the Rolling 60s, who are not only the deepest black gang in LA County, but has spread across the nation and set up large bases in cities like Atlanta, St. Louis, and Baltimore, to name a few. But his reign over this powerhouse gang didn't just happen overnight. Born Eugene Hanley, he grew up the majority of his life on the west side of South Central, near Arlington and Slauson. He would join the Arlington Gangsters, who were led by his cousin Chili Capone. The AGs would eventually merge and become the Rolling 60s. U built his reputation as an elite fighter, learning martial arts and acquiring a black belt. When the crack era came around, Big U's focus shifted into making money. In 1991, he was arrested in a sting operation after he and another person attempted to rob someone they assumed to be a drug dealer. After serving 13 years, Big U was released in 2004. Post-release, Big U would dive back into the music industry.
Damn, could you imagine? He just got out of jail when he just went straight into the music industry. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He sounded like he was doing right, living right, learned this lesson. I'm just not buying all these lies. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me.
Local LA rappers like Sandman the Goose and Nipsey Hussle. On March 19th of 2025, Big U and other alleged members of the Rolling 60s were arrested as a part of a federal investigation. In the RICO charges, Big U is accused of carrying out the 2021 murder of Rayshawn Williams. Rayshawn Anthony Williams was born on January 3rd of 2000. Before he shifted gears and began rapping, he originally aspired to be in the NFL. Big U coached Rayshawn in football since he was young. Rayshawn developed a sense of trust in Big U as someone he could look.
Damn, and Big U coached him in football. This nigga remind me of like a Crip Suge Knight or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, was it Suge Knight like a stocky ass nigga, did football or sports? This nigga is like a Crip Suge Knight. This shit crazy if, like the business side of it all. Because Suge Knight was playing dirty though. I don't see Big U doing that. I don't see that.
Look up to. Rayshawn even lived with Big U for a period while he was in high school, as Rayshawn and Big U's son were good friends. At some point, Big U believed that Rayshawn had wore a chain that belonged to his son without his permission, thus leading to Rayshawn being kicked out. At Crenshaw High, he played wide receiver. Being involved with sports would keep him out of trouble. After high school, his football dreams fizzled out. He began to fully focus on rapping. as he saw it as an opportunity to get rich. In 2021,
Yeah, and that be the reason why niggas want to rap. Not me. I'm a different breed. I ain't want to rap to get rich. I rap because that shit was dead ass in me. Like, that shit was in me. Like, you know when that shit is in you? Like, yo, like, even now, like, I just went to the studio, just dropped this song. Well, I ain't dropped it yet, but I did. I'm going to drop this song called Stop the Violence. Like, it's just, I'm going to give y'all a little clip it. But yeah, like, it's just something like, it's fun. It's in you. When it's in you, it's your passion. You can't live without it. It's like the ex you always go back to. When you do it for those reasons, those are the dope reasons to do it. I'm not gonna lie, because when you do it for the money, it dries out eventually. And then if you don't got the passion behind it, if you're only doing something for money, how does the creativity connect to it? You get what I'm saying? Ooh, don't let that go over your head.
Rayshawn had been living in California with his older cousin. At that time, he was under Big U's Unique Music and was working with the music producer on an upcoming project. Through Unique Music, Big U booked Rayshawn's Airbnb and travel accommodations and arranged a trip for Rayshawn to record in Las Vegas. Rayshawn was supposed to make one song per day while he was in Vegas, but he slacked off after he touched down in the city. On January 19th, he didn't show up to the studio for a second time. He told the
Nah, he probably was chilling, you know what I mean? He in Vegas, he ain't had to pay for that shit. He want some other nigga dime. That nigga was chilling. Like, yo, let me chill for a minute. We get back to the business in a minute. Let me just enjoy the shit for a few. You know what I mean? We just got here. You feel me? I'm more of a working type of bitch, though. Like, we got to get to it. I understand you want to have a good time, but do that after we get the Grammy or after we hit the Billboard or something. No, we can't party right now,
A Big U associate he would double up on the next day. The following day, on January 20th, Rayshawn recorded an unreleased diss song that North Las Vegas police later obtained. Authorities believe this track is aimed at Big U. Big U was later informed of Rayshawn's song, as well as him wasting studio time. It's believed that these were main factors that led to the dispute between Big U and Rayshawn. A dispute serious enough that 2 days later, Big U and Sylvester drove from LA to Vegas to confront Rayshawn. Big U and his associate arrived in Vegas on January 23rd. At around 2 a.m. on
it's taking a turn.
January 24th, Big U pulled up to Rayshawn's Airbnb and asked him why he did not show up to the studio the day prior. Rayshawn claimed he did not have a ride to the studio. Rayshawn's friend was also present during this encounter. On the night of January 24th, 2021, at 7 p.m., Big U arrives at the studio. At around 9 p.m., Rayshawn arrives at the studio and recorded a song from 11 p.m. until midnight. On January 25th, around 12:37 a.m., Big U left the studio, and the gray sedan that he and Sylvester had driven to the studio was no longer there. At approximately 12:59 a.m., Big U's phone stopped reporting location data of any kind, with the last...
Niggas can't be this sloppy. No. Niggas, come on. That's what I'm saying. These, like, where they get, like, it's just, come on. There's just no way that these crimes are being committed like this. There's just no way. Like, you couldn't tell me this years ago. I'm not buying it. It's just no way you're this sloppy. It's just no way. Right? Yeah, I know y'all thinking the same shit I'm thinking. Like, nah, niggas ain't, come on. Like, niggas ain't do that. Niggas ain't, come on, bro. You gonna turn off your phone randomly? Your location stops randomly? Niggas didn't have burners? Nigga, you needed it. That's why I don't believe it. I'm sorry that this man lost his life, but I don't believe he lost his life this way, because there's just no way that something like that would happen in that way. It's just too sloppy.
As data recorded within the vicinity of the studio. At approximately 1:13 a.m., surveillance footage at the Airbnb revealed a gray sedan arriving to the Airbnb. A few minutes later, Rayshawn exited the Airbnb with a suitcase, put the suitcase in the trunk, and got in the gray sedan, which departed. The Airbnb was still rented for another day, and Rayshawn's flight wasn't scheduled to leave until the next day. Both of Big U's phones did not begin reporting location data until 2:15 a.m. At approximately 2:30 a.m., Big U returned to the studio alone in the gray sedan. He was reportedly drenched in sweat. Big U told security that he just came back from the gym. Rayshawn's body was found hours later, at approximately 9 a.m.
It's just no way. It's just no way this happened that sloppy. It's just no way. No way.
Deshaun had been shot multiple times, and his body had been dragged and left in a ditch not far from Interstate 15. Big U's phone location data showed that he departed Vegas to return to LA at approximately 10 a.m. At the crime scene, DNA was collected from Rayshawn's ankle area. The DNA profile obtained was not complete. An analysis of Big U's DNA profile was inconclusive, such that he could not be excluded as the contributor of the DNA. A couple days after the homicide,
Damn, that's crazy.
Big U arranges for recording equipment to be removed from the studio, including destruction of surveillance video data that would have shown Rayshawn and Big U at the studio shortly before the murder. Big U had the security take a walk prior to the removal of the equipment. Investigators believe that the footage from the DVR system would have shown an altercation between Big U and Rayshawn the night of the 24th. Rayshawn's aunt called Big U on January 27th after she learned Rayshawn had been killed. Big U claimed he had not seen or heard from Rayshawn and did not know his whereabouts. Rayshawn's aunt told investigators that Big U would call her on a weekly basis prior to the murder. But after that phone call on January 27th, she never again heard from Big U. Throughout the entire investigation, the family members and friends who have been interviewed have pointed to Big U as the person they believe to be responsible for Rayshawn's murder. Within days, multiple people were sending Instagram messages to Big U, demanding answers for what happened to Rayshawn, all of which went without response. North Las Vegas police searched Rayshawn's Instagram. Rayshawn's final Instagram message to Big U was regarding the price of a song and was sent on January 24th at 1:57 p.m. Big U did not respond until January 26, 2021 at 8:14 a.m., almost 24 hours after Big U left Las Vegas following Rayshawn's murder. In the meantime, the evidence shows Big U had seen Rayshawn at the studio the night of January 24th after Rayshawn had sent the message, and Big U would have presumably discussed the price of the song there, appearing to authorities that Big U sent the Instagram message on January 26th in an attempt to plead ignorance that Rayshawn was murdered and to avoid suspicion from law enforcement of his.
Yo, this shit. Yo, what the fuck is good with niggas, B? Why niggas is moving so like weird and shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like why niggas is like befriending you and then offing you? And I'm saying that, I ain't saying that that's what's going on here. I'm just saying why niggas is moving weird and shit. Like, damn, nigga, just cause I said some shit you ain't like or some shit you gonna offer, nigga? Like, you can't even express yourself no more. Now, you can't even tell a nigga, yo, bro, I ain't like you did that shit. That shit was foul. Niggas are off you now. Like, damn. I'm about to get a therapist because I can't vent to y'all niggas. I gotta vent to somebody. Fuck around, get your head knocked off your shoulders just because you saying some shit. That shit crazy. That shit is crazy. I'm just saying that shit is crazy. Allegedly.
Alleged involvement in the murder. In 2023, North Las Vegas police went by Big U's home when he was not there, after leaving a business card and informing his wife that they were following up on the 2-year anniversary of Rayshawn's murder. His wife would lie to police, stating that Big U lived at the 62nd Street house sometimes. In actuality, Big U was there most nights unless he was traveling. Big U's wife then called him off his dad's phone to inform him that police showed up at their house. After the call, Big U did not return home for 2 weeks, something he had not done during the entirety of the surveillance. On February 14th, during a wiretap call, Big U called Martin to meet with him at his auto shop to discuss the police investigation into Rayshawn's murder. Following the call to Martin, Big U immediately placed calls to his associate, abbreviated as DS. DS was the person who reportedly removed the video surveillance from the studio. The first few calls went unanswered. Then Big U told him he needed to meet with him. The following is a transcript of the portion of the conversation. Where you at? At the house, ready to jump in the shower. Which I need to pull up on you. Alright, I'm right here at the house. Alright, I gotta pull up on you in how long you gonna be?
Yo, it's just the way he reading that shit. Alright, I'm at the house. Alright, I'm about to pull up on you. Where you gonna be? Alright, I'll be there at 9 o'clock. Alright, bro, go get the strap. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like the way he sounds. It's funny. Shout out to Hood War Stories. I fuck with you.
You ain't about to go nowhere, are you? Nah, okay. I'll just jump in the shower though, just to be ready though. Okay. Alright, for sure. Within the last few weeks, a leaked recorded phone call has surfaced, revealing Rayshawn's mother telling WAC 100 about Big U's arrest before it happened.
When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back?
It came back 2 months ago.
And they still ain't arrested the nigga?
Well, they told me between me and you, please.
Yeah.
How is it between you and him and I'm hearing this shit right now on this video right now? Huh? She said between you and me. The video should have cut off. I feel like she about to say what the fuck she about to say that was supposed to be between her and Wack. This shit crazy. We watching this shit in real time, nigga. This shit is crazy. Like, you know when some shit so crazy? Y'all used to think niggas wasn't listening. You ever tell us a crazy story and niggas be like, that's crazy. and you like, that nigga did not hear nothing I just said. I'm starting to think, because this shit's so crazy, I don't got nothing to say other than, that's crazy. Like, I got nothing. This shit is crazy. She said between me and you, and then we watching this shit on YouTube, right? Back in the day when a nigga said between me and you, that was it. It was between me and you. That's it. That's all. That shit crazy.
Between
Well, we might as well listen to everybody else the fuck done did.
me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Got you. I'm gonna sit back.
So now we just got wind of this. So I guess, did Wack hold it down? Or did y'all been have this? Because it's April 1st now. She said the beginning of April. That's today. These niggas got locked up about a week ago. They've been talking about this shit about months ago. So I think I answered my own damn question. You right, gang.
You watch the show.
Prior to turning himself in, Big U recorded videos denying the accusations.
I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested.
I already seen this, but I'm gonna let y'all rock.
How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case? So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have to call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turn against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and whack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option?
Well, nigga, that's what the fuck we about to find out, I guess. What? Did he just... Mind you, I seen this already. I guess now I'm more aware of what's going on, because we about to find out what they saying that you did. Well, you can't ask us. We don't know. We trying to find out.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm hoping you didn't do it, because this is like I said, I looked up to this nigga.
I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. Shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeat of thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character.
They damn sure is, because this make your character look crazy.
Alright, man, just pray for me. And again, how they there with the police and y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows and 100 shows and all them shows, and y'all need to, everybody who following them, promoting them, anything, y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black. And y'all show ain't for our people.
If convicted, Big U would face a maximum sentence of life in prison. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.